Hello everyone and welcome to your home practice. My name is Trishy and today we will be doing a slow flowing class. So come to take a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or kneeling or on a block, and place the palms of your hands on top of your knees. Close your eyes and begin to dive inside. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Take a moment to become situated on the mat. And present in your heart. So the style of today's class will be more Hatha yoga instead of vinyasa, so we'll be holding poses a little bit longer, but what I would like you to very much focus on today is the flow between the poses. So moving very slowly from pose to pose, and this is actually normally how I practice at home, and I really enjoy it because you can actually be more meditative between poses and not rush, and take your time and place your body very correctly and in a meditative way. So keep grounding through your sit bones, breathing deep into your belly, extending your exhale longer than your inhale. Inhale deeply through your nose, exhale through your mouth as you place both palms together on your heart center. And blink your eyes open. If you're sitting on a block, feel free to remove it and place it off to the side. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. Exhale, drop your right palm down, left arm over your head, bicep along your ear. Side bend. Relax your neck. Inhale, come back up, raise your arms overhead, drop your left palm down, right arm overhead. So you're still staying seated. Feel free, if you have the flexibility, to lower your forearm down to the mat. Inhale, lift back up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, lower your palms back down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms in prayer in front of your heart. Release and come into tabletop pose, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, and we'll take some cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl tailbone, chin to chest. Keep going, a few more at your own pace. Inhaling, dropping the belly. Exhale, curl and look inward. Keep going, just to loosen up and warm up the spine a little bit. On your next inhale, kick your left foot at a 90-degree angle out behind you, knee bent. And if you feel stable, extend your right arm along your ear. Lift your back knee a little higher as you spread through your toes. Drop your right palm down. Straighten your left leg. And swing your left foot over so it's parallel to your rib cage on the side. And we're going to take a thread the needle from here. So inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath and throw out the other side. resting your ear on the ground. You can stay up on your left fingertips. If this is too much of a stretch for you, you can always keep your left leg knee bent on the ground. Push into your left fingertips and lift back up. Extend your left leg out behind you. Roll the hip and the knee down so that your toes are facing the ground. And release. Extend your right leg back. Bend your knee. Keep shifting your hip down to the ground and extend your left arm along your ear. Lift your knee up a little bit higher. As you exhale, drop your left palm down, straighten through your back leg, and place your foot alongside your rib cage, legs straight out. Inhale, lift your left arm up overhead. Exhale, thread it through underneath your body, coming up onto your right fingertips. Push into your fingertips and lift back up. Extend your right leg out behind you and come back into tabletop pose. Let your knees go wide, big toes touch, hips go back, child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat, bend your elbows, bring your palms together in prayer position, and bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Breathe deeply into your belly and into your back body. Keep your front body exactly where it is, but walk your knees back so you come into puppy stretch. So your hips are actually over your knees, and you're not slouching and rounding in your belly. You're keeping it engaged so that your lower back is supported. Feel the stretch in between your shoulder blades. Bring your palms back down to the earth. Stand up on your palms. Curl your back right toes under. Come to the inner edge of your left foot. And raise your arm overhead for half side plank. So your left toes are facing towards the long edge of your mat. And your leg is straight while your right knee is bent. As you exhale, extend your left arm over along the bicep. Then inhale, come back center, palms to the earth. You're going to come up onto your right knee and have your left leg straight out beside you. Bring your left palm to your leg and extend your right arm over your ear. Come back center, both arms overhead. Drop your right palm down. Lift your left leg to the sky. Left arm is still overhead. Squeeze. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, catching hold of your left foot with your left hand. So if this is too much for you right off the bat, you can just keep your legs straight. Gently release the back foot. Come back center. And come into tabletop pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl tailbone down, chin to chest. Take another round. Then extend your right leg out behind you. Come to the inner edge of your right foot, legs straight. As you come into half plank, keeping your left knee bent. Coming up onto your left fingertips and lifting your right palm overhead. So open your chest nice and wide. And you can always change the angle of your left leg so that you have more stability. Arm over top of your ear, and then exhale, release. Come to stand on your knee, bringing your left shin or your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Arms overhead, drop your right palm down, left arm overhead. Inhale, lift back out, both arms overhead, drop your left palm down, right arm overhead. Open your chest nice and wide as you inhale and lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee, catch a hold with your right foot, with your right palm rather, and take a back bend here. If this is too much, feel free to keep your right leg lifted up behind you. Extend through your tailbone so there's no compression. Gently release the foot. Come back into tabletop pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone, chin to chest. And take another round. Curl your back toes under and lift up and back into our first downward dog. Feel free to paddle your toes and your feet. Keep a slight bend in your elbows to not hyperextend your joints. Feel free to keep your knees bent. Slowly begin to walk your palms to the back of the mat towards your feet and take a ragdoll fold, clasping hold of opposite elbows, generously bending your knees, and possibly swaying a little bit side to side. Feel the length all the way down your spine as you let gravity guide you. Release. Walk your palms halfway back into downward dog, not all the way. Take a twist, taking your right palm to your left ankle. Look underneath your left armpit. Keep your left palm planted as you come back center, and we'll go to the opposite side. Left palm to right ankle, grounding deeply through your right palm and looking under your armpit. Come back center. Walk back fully into downward facing dog, chest to your thighs. Lift your right leg up to the sky. And slowly step your right foot in between your hands, dropping your left knee down to the mat. Coming up onto fingertips as you straighten through your back and your spine, opening your chest. Inhale, lift up, arms overhead. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you as you lengthen through your tailbone as much as possible, keeping your hips squared to the front of the mat. Bring your palms back down to the earth. Straighten through your right leg. Curl your toes towards your face. And this time just stay up on your fingertips as you lengthen as much as you can through your spine. Left hip is over left knee. Bend your right knee. Lift your left knee off the ground. Plant your left hand down and lift your right arm overhead. Twist open to the right as you breathe deeply. Please bring your right palm back down to the earth and slowly step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, and very slowly step your left foot in between your palms, drop your right knee down. Come up onto your fingertips as you lengthen through your spine, and then inhale, raise your arms overhead. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you as you bend deeply into your left knee, keeping the knee over the ankle. Open deeply through your chest. Let the back bend come for your upper back. Then plant your palms down, straighten through your left knee, and stay up on your fingertips as you fully lengthen out from your hips and out from your lower spine. Bend into your left knee, plant your fingertips, lift your right knee off the ground, plant your right palm down, and open your left arm to the sky, taking a twist. So really try to lengthen out from your hips while squeezing the shoulder blades behind you. Lift through your left toes and stay high on the ball of your right foot. Drop your left hand down and step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Keep your hips straight and square. Slowly bend your knee, roll forward, and step your right foot in between your hands. Pivot your back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, warrior two. So bend deeply through your right knee. Raise your arms out to the side. And keep your pelvis neutral. So it's not tipping one way forward or one way back. It's parallel to the ground. Gaze over your right palm as you bend a little deeper through your right knee. Drop your right palm to the inner edge of your right foot. Open your chest and raise your left arm overhead, side angle pose. Bicep is along the air. Drop your left palm down. Bring your hand to your hip. Inhale, warrior two, arms out to the side. Exhale, reverse your warrior, left arm down, right arm up. Keep bending deeply through your right knee and open your chest. Come back to warrior two. And we'll take triangle pose, so please bring your hips to the back edge of the mat, bringing your right palm to the inner edge of your right leg. Open up, open your chest out to the side, and if you feel comfortable, raise your left arm overhead. So you really want to continue to ground through all four corners of your feet while extending and lengthening out both sides of your body. Breathe deeply. Then bend your right knee, palms to either side of the foot, and step back slowly into downward facing dog. Take a breath. And please lift your left leg up to the sky. Keep your hips straight and square. Slowly step your left foot in between your hands, back leg parallel to the short edge of the mat. Open up, warrior two, opposite side. Bring your left knee over your left ankle. Arms extending out into the side. Take a breath. And then shift forward, bringing your left palm to the inner edge of the left foot, or your forearm to the top of the knee for extended side angle. Extend your right arm alongside your ear. So you're really going to power up by grounding through your back leg and foot. It's going to give you a lot of stability in the pose. And come back up, warrior two. Right palm down, reverse your warrior, left arm overhead. Lift through the toes of the front foot and the back foot. As you inhale, come back center. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten through your left leg, shift your hips to the back of the mat. Drop your left foot inside your left leg, triangle pose. Open your chest out to the right, and if you feel comfortable, raise your right arm overhead. So it's actually good to have a slight bend in your left knee so that you're not hyperextending and putting pressure on the joint. Bring your right palm down. Slowly step back into downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to the mat, as wide as you would like, big toes touch, child's pose, forehead to the mat. Breathe deeply into your back body as well as your tummy. Try to expand all edges of your ribs and your breath. Slowly begin to lift up. Curl your back toes under and come back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. And slowly step your right foot in between your palms, back foot at a 45-degree angle, warrior one, hips square to the front of the mat, raise your arms overhead. So keep bending generously through your right knee as you lengthen through your tailbone and lift the top of your spine open. So back bends tend to mostly come from the upper spine because you never want any kind of compression or pain in your lower spine. Bring your palms back around to your hips. Straighten through your right leg. Lift up tall as you inhale. Exhale, fold over, flat back your right leg. Bring your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Keep turning your left hip down and forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen back up, hands to your hips. Bend your front knee. Warrior one again. Then step up, put all your weight into your right leg as you bring your left knee into your chest without holding it. Hands on your hips. Find your balance. Then place your left foot to the inner edge of your right thigh, tree pose. So you can either have it on the thigh or on the shin, but not on the knee. If you feel good and steady, inhale and raise your arms overhead. Keep grounding through your right leg and foot as if tree roots are growing right through your leg. So from here, drop your palms, prayer in front of your heart, release the hold of the left leg, and then come directly into half moon pose. So you're going to very slowly, with control, drop your right palm down, turn open to the left, and lift your left leg to the sky, toes pointing towards the left. And if you feel good, lift your left arm overhead. So it's kind of a difficult transition there. You need to take it nice and slow, and if you fall out, there's no problem with that. Bring both palms back center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs, feet hip distance apart. And then place the palm of your hands underneath your feet as you bend your elbows and take a little wrist stretch here. Release, fingertips to the ground. Step your feet wide, heels in, toes out, squat down into Malasana, yogi squat. Elbows on the knees, lift up tall through your spine. And make sure your knees are pointing in the same direction as your feet. Breathe deeply into your belly. Bring your palms down to the earth, straighten your knees, bring your feet parallel to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Feel grounded. And as you inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. And very slowly step your left foot in between your palms, back foot parallel at a 45-degree angle. Bend deeply through your left knee. Warrior one, hips square to the front of the mat, and raise your arms overhead. Take a back bend by bringing your shoulder blades together and opening your chest. Remember to keep bending deeply through your left knee. Come back center. Exhale, hands to your hips. Straighten through your left leg. Square your hips to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, fold forward, flat back. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, lift back up, bend your left knee, hands to your hips, lift back into warrior one, palms at your heart, and step up and bring your right knee in with you. Use the power of your quadriceps to lift your knee a little bit higher. And please bring your right foot to the inner left thigh tree pose or to the left shin. If you feel stable and secure, raise your arms overhead. Try to focus on something that's not moving a few feet in front of your mat. Bring your palms in prayer in front of your heart center. Release the right foot. Bring your left palm down to the mat. Extend your right leg out beside you. Whoop. See, even yoga teachers loses their balance every once in a while. It's perfectly fine. So half moon on the opposite side, right arm overhead. Opening up and to the right. Lift your right foot a little higher, grounding down through your left foot. Bring both palms very slowly to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold over your thighs. Bring your heels in, toes out. Yogi squat, malasana. Hips go down. Hands in prayer, elbows to the inner knees, and lengthen as much as you can through your spine. Knees are pointing in the same direction as your feet. And let some of the effort of the pose come from your glutes and not 100% from opening through your elbows. Look down, palms to the mat, straighten your legs, and step back into downward facing dog. Nice job, everyone. Keep a slight bend in your elbows to not lock your joints as you push your chest towards your thighs. Take a breath. As you exhale, bring your knees down to the mat. Come and take a seat. And bring your left foot to the outer edge of your right glute. Cross your right foot over the outer edge of your left thigh. Interlace your fingers over your right knee and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your right palm behind you on your fingertips as you lengthen again. And then take a twist, twisting over to the right. Left arm can either wrap around your knee or your elbow can come to the inner edge of your knee. Keep lengthening with each inhale and twisting with each exhale. Sitting up tall. Exhale, come back center. And we'll switch sides. So bend your right knee and then cross your left foot over your right thigh. Bring your left palm out behind you on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen, right arm overhead. Then twist over, open to the left. As you wrap your right arm around your left knee. Try to breathe as deeply as you can, even though there's a slight compression in your lower belly. And release, come back center. Then stack your left knee over top of your right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold as much as possible. You can always use a block for assistance or two. So your knees are piled one on top of the other, and your feet are reaching towards your hips. Start to relax as you slow down your breath and our practice. And then lift back up. Bring your palms behind you as you switch the cross of your legs so your right knee is piling on top of your left. Sit up tall, lengthen through your spine as you exhale and fold over your knees. You could just relax your palms, either palms down or up, facing the sky. Breathe deeply. Plant your palms and lift back up. Slowly and mindfully, uncross your legs, scoot forward, and come to lay on your back. Let your feet flop out to the side, palms facing the sky for Shavasana. Curl your shoulder blades onto the back body. Relax everything on your body and feel the effects of today's practice. Relax fully into your own space, loving your body for all the beautiful things it can do every single day. And just take some time and let it relax. Relax your mind, not grasping hold of any thought in particular. Just let it do its thing. Slowly begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Wake up, lift your arms overhead, take a big stretch. Bring your palms back center as you roll onto one side of your body. Use the strength of your arms to help yourself up into a comfortable seat. You can keep your eyes closed, palms on your knees. Take a moment and digest. Bring your palms together, prayer position in front of your heart. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale deeply through your mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day, week, month, year. Your whole life, I hope, is beautiful. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful time. Namaste.